Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the sign of Virgo. It is not going to resonate with all of you out there. This is also not Sun, Moon, or Venus sign specific. Any Virgo placement that you resonate with, some of the messages may also resonate with you. At the end of the reading, I will pull you some oracles, give you a little bit more guidance for the week. I do only take jumpers, Virgo, so the patience is appreciated. Time is elusive. We are all on different timelines. For some, this is old news. For some, this is current energy. And for others, this could absolutely be more future focused. Personal readings are currently open. All that information is listed in the description box. Beautiful energy so far for you this week, Virgo. Your first card, strongest energy for the week, is the Moon card, Major Arcana. Water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be relevant for you. We also have here the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, and the Queen of Wands, fire energy. Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, you absolutely could have that in your chart. Nine of Swords, yeah, we are leaving a very stressful, emotionally overwhelming time in our life behind. I think it's sort of being left behind with the old year. Because you know what, time is going by way too fast. I think the collective is finally realizing time is going by way too fast for us to be wasting time on situations and making it take up more time than it really needs to. And it's really a choice. It's really a choice how long we hold on to things. Obviously, there's a normal little grieving period after something first happens, but even then, you really have a choice on how you respond to things. We're no longer allowing things to run on, to take up time, because already we are almost halfway through January and it just started, right? So we don't have time to waste. We're getting older every day, and every year, it's like, what did the year before, what do we have to show for it? Nothing. So I think the collective definitely has fire underneath their booty right now. Yeah, the collective's like, no more time, no more wasting time. I don't want to be on my deathbed looking back like, what did I do with my life? I just completely sobbed it all away. I spent it crying over people and situations and playing victim. No, we're not going to do that. Bottom of the deck, the Sun card, absolutely. Leo energy, Major Arcana. This is you strengthening your connection to Source. No longer focusing on the 3D, because we're clearly seeing the 3D is not all it's worked up to be. Okay, is my mic on? I'm sorry if you guys did not hear all that. Hopefully you did. But the 3D is not what it's all a lie. It's all illusion. It's all smoke and mirrors. So the realization is that connection with Source, keeping our eye on Source, is the best thing we can do for ourselves. Because if we constantly have to allow our emotions, our feelings, the way we see our life to be determined by what we see in the real world, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for depression. It's a recipe for anxiety. It's a recipe to really just not live your life and wait till you're dead. Like, let life pass you by and just, but this is the collective taking back control. Becoming the creator, becoming the co-creator, right? Keeping that focus on Source, the connection with Source, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's really making sense. We also have here the Seven of Wands, which is absolutely a heavy protection energy. This is confirming you are protected. Not only on your end, are you a lot more, you respect your presence a lot more. You're not just going to give it to anybody and anything. But this is also more confirmation that by tapping and focusing more on your co-creation and co-creating what you want to experience, you create more of what you want to experience. Because look at this past energy here, the Moon card and the Nine of Swords. Very dark, gloomy. I'm sad. I'm worried. I'm anxious. I'm trying to control things that I know I can't. I'm drowning in emotions. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. Right? Very deep, heart-drenching energy here. The Nine of Swords is like stressed to the max. But look, Spirit has always been with you. Spirit's always been there with you. And this is what we're leaving behind, this type of energy, because from this point forward, it's beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune, all about prosperity, all about lightness. Whatever was weighing you down, we're releasing it brick by brick, step by step, and that is actually creating a lot It's creating the alignment. It's creating that, it's strengthening the co-creation. You know, a lot more miracles are going to start happening. A lot more things are going to start going your way because you're choosing to take your power back. This is like Eureka. Tower energy, Scorpio energy could be important to you. Heavy emphasis on water. We also have the King of Cups here, more water. But this is like the minute you sort of change your mind, you change your life. And those who get it, get it. Those who are not quite there yet, bless your heart. You'll get there eventually. You know, you're still sort of caught up in the victim. Oh, same old, or I see the comments, same old, or it's always saying this. Just by the comment, I know why you get the same old, same old. It's very obvious why you experience the same old, because you have not taken your mental space back. You're still very much depending on what you see to create your reality. This is no longer. This is like the minute you change your mind, things shift drastically. Night and day. Okay? Night and day. The Wheel of Fortune is all about prosperity, luck, abundance, everything sort of going your way. And even when they don't, you don't internalize it. You don't internalize it. Even when things don't go your way, you now know it's all a part of the plan. Because regardless if this doesn't work, things are going to go my way. Regardless of how I get there, I'm getting there. The Queen of Wands, that's all about, you know, passion, excitement, creativity, doing what makes you happy. And the Six of Wands, success. This is all about overcoming difficulty, overcoming strife, overcoming conflict. Some of you are headed for the spotlight, you know, maybe becoming speakers, finding what you're really passionate about, and definitely could be sort of making some sort of career out of it. But it's like unlimited potential unlocked, because that's how it goes, right? When you spend so much time in this victim energy of allowing everything around you to create your narrative, and you finally break free of it, I swear to God, that's how I got into tarot. It's like you want to just help everyone else. You want to just take that information and give it because you know what it feels like to be here in the slums, depressed, anxious. And once you sort of unlock out of it, it's like you just want to help everybody because it then becomes so clear to you. It's like, oh my God, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I choose to be sad? Why did I choose to be anxious? Because it is a choice. Whoever this is has done a lot of work on self, really done a lot of work tapping back into spirituality. As you can see, his heart is illuminating. This is also a very, you know, someone that's maybe been meditating. But this is someone that's turning the focus back inside. You have a lot of enlightened energy here too. You can see his head's illuminated. His eyes are closed. He's no longer allowing what he sees in the 3D to dictate how he sees himself or what he thinks he's capable of. Male or female, does not matter. But a lot of illumination going on here. Look at even this card. She's under the lights. She's illuminated. She's being seen. She's allowing herself to be seen. Why? Because she's the connection with source. We're no longer watching news. We're no longer, you know, we're not doing any of that no more because it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Right? Let's get some oracles. You also have the Four of Cups here, which is all about not seeing something that was right in front of you. You know? Everything that you've been wanting, and that's exactly what I was speaking to. When you spend a lot of time in depression, anxiety, not that we don't have moments of it, but I don't dwell there as long anymore because I remember, I snap out of it real quick, and I remember, hey, wait a minute, I'm choosing to subscribe to this. What's gonna help? What's gonna distract me and put me back on a high vibration? Let's watch some cartoons. Let's bump some music. Snap out of it real quick, girl. We're not doing this. We've come too far to only come this far. So whatever it is you're desiring, you're seeking, you already have it. But until you see yourself as already having it and start acting as that person that already has it, you're going to continue to seek for it outside of yourself. Okay? So that's that. The King of Cups here could be a little bit of love energy, but I'm not really even getting that. I'm really getting this is about you. There's a liberation. Look at all these hands in the air energy. I'm telling you, there's way too much of this imagery for it to be not a message that is heavily trying to be, you know, like it's emphasized. Look at all the weight. This is weight because naturally humans float, right? The only thing that causes humans to sink in water is when you're tense, when you're sort of trying to not allow the water to carry you. When you're trying to float, then you sink. But when you sort of release and just let your body you float. She's not floating because of the weight that she's carrying. She's drowning. She's allowed it to drown her. Male or female, does not matter. She's allowed it to drown her for a very long time. A very long time. And Spirit has been there the entire way, sort of waiting for you to see that you can choose not to do this. You can choose to absolutely focus elsewhere. Right? And then Eureka. Boom, the realization is had. Like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. I choose freedom. I choose happiness. I choose life. The little bit of time I got left, however much time I got left, I'm going to enjoy it. Death card transformation. So this is definitely telling me within this new year, the collective is seeing what they need to see, understanding what they need to understand, and applying it. Not just, we're actually taking action and applying what it is we've been learning for the past however long, decades, years. It's finally clicking. It's finally making sense because the outside world is showing us, it's proving to us that really and truly we don't need to be, we can't depend on the outside world. Right? Guidance, please, for Virgo. If this is a romantic reading, we can't depend on them to because we will die of sickness and worry. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others and new love. A new person has stirred your romantic interest. That could also be something that you are reaping as a benefit of just releasing things that you cannot control. When you relinquish control, as I said, it's like everything you sort of want falls into your lap. It just happens. Lots of sad energy here too. 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, regret, confusion. It could also be if you're releasing someone that had you in this sort of sad energy, they're going to regret it. That's a side note, but there is going to be regret. But oh well. Sucks. Guidance, please, for Virgo. Oh well. You're unknowingly gonna force someone to do the work too, because they can't hang unless they're healed. Spirit has a plan. Number 35, which is an 8. That was last year. We are in a 9-year. Spirit has a plan, right? That's who you're trusting. You're no longer trusting the real world, the 3D, and society, because society be crazy, y'all. Society be crazy. Yeah. Gotta just march to the beat of your own drum, and that's kind of what that Queen of Wands is about, marching to the beat of your own drum. Who doesn't like it doesn't like it. As long as you're happy with yourself and you're experiencing the life you want to experience, whatever that looks like to you, you're going to do what you got to do. No more holding back, no more sort of waiting. Guidance, please, for Virgo. No more, I'll do it tomorrow. No, we're doing it today. We're doing it today. Honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Yes. Honoring adversity. Let it be what it be, and you focusing on you. A fire reveals a path for new direction once the burning is complete. So the burning is complete, collective. Figuratively, non-figuratively, the burning is complete. Now it's time to create the new reality. Polishing my heart. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. And activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. That's very much kind of this energy that I'm getting. He's no longer, using the eyes, the visible eyes. He's using the one that cannot be seen, the one that is connected to our heart space, the one that's connected to our higher self. Beautiful. Guidance, please, for Virgo. Lots of meditation here too. That could also be something you are getting into this year, and you would be very happy that you do or did, because I do see a lot of meditative energy here. Even this is meditative energy. Some of you could be astral projecting, jumping timelines, all that kind of stuff. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. And what am I missing? One of these. Guidance, please, for Virgo. It's time to log off. Especially for the empathic collective, like me. I stopped watching the news a long time ago because I'm very sensitive. A Capricorn, but very sensitive. I could see puppies being hurt and I will cry. So I'm very, and I'll dream about it. I'm very empathic. So for my own sanity, I do not watch the news. I do not watch anything that's sort of going to trigger me to feel what that person is feeling, because it's just, I can't help it. It's my gift. But I also have to be protective of my gift. I have to be aware that it's a gift. And I have to be very discerning, or else I'm always going to live in the state like this, crying for the pain and hurt of the world. And while that is very admirable in some senses, it takes away from my life. I can't, of course, if I really wanted to make change, I could, but I don't think it's in my hands, I think there's other judgment. It's time of judgment, and I can't get involved in anybody's judgment. I always use this example, right? When you see people going through stuff and you feel sorry for them, it's like, you don't know what they really did. I'm not saying anyone deserves any type of, but it's like, if you have a sibling and your brother or sister stole something from mom's purse, and he did it, everyone knows he did it, but it doesn't stop you from being sad when you see him getting disciplined. But at the same time, you got to allow him or her, your brother or sister, to face the consequences of their actions, even though it's going to hurt you, and even though every ounce of you wants to jump in and defend him against mom. You have to sort of, you know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say. He did it. He stole. He shouldn't have stole. So he has to face, or they have to face the consequences of their action, even if it's going to hurt you to watch it. It's judgment. Time to give rather than take. New moon Virgo. That is your reading. That is you, Virgo. But I think more so, this is a time to give to self. Because I think you are easily a giver. That's that empathic energy. We can sympathize and empathize with anything and anyone. Because in some past life, we probably lived that reality. Right? So we feel it on a deeper level. But this is a time to give to yourself, time to focus in on self, and time to just focus on source. Drown out all the noise. People are going to do what they got to do, and you can't sort of allow it to affect you. Yeah? All right. That is your reading, Virgo. Hopefully it resonates with you. Thumbs me up. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next week.